Christopher Lawrence here with Change My Life Coaching. I'm up here really early on a Sunday because I'm getting ready to go to a boot camp. And as I was waking up and going through my process, I remembered something that somebody said to me a few days ago, which was, I was talking about some success that I had and encouraging another business owner. And the comment that they made was, well, Christopher, it's not like I have a team over here like you do. And that comment sort of stuck with me and threw me off for about a half a second. And I was thinking about it, and I think that ties in really well with why I'm up super early. I was up before 6 a.m. this morning on a Sunday. And it's because I work hard. I work really hard, and I'm not saying that they don't at all. All I'm saying is that you have to fall in love with pain as an entrepreneur, and you have to make sure that you are not afraid to fail. When I look at the last 5.5 years of my business, I have worked almost every weekend. I have worked more evenings than I have taken off. And I go, I manage to do things like fit in health and go to the gym and play with my dog. And I have probably, one of the most supportive spouses on earth that has helped me do this. And I do have an incredible team of people that I work with. But that didn't happen because I just asked people and they showed up. It happened because I created something that they wanted to be a part of. Last night I was up until midnight on a Saturday working, and it won't be like that forever. I'm doing less and less weekends and less evenings, which is great, and there's more and more money coming, and part of my journey has been learning to fall in love with money. Because I certainly carry a money scarcity mindset, I think, like so many people. So it's, it seems to be an ongoing journey for me. But, to this person and to you, when you see others and you get that sort of green monster that comes up of fear or jealousy or concern that you don't have these things, then that's where I'd say that you need to fall in love with pain and you need to develop grit and good habits. I was talking to a friend shortly after that initial conversation, and I wasn't talking about that conversation. We were talking about something else, and I was, just offering some coaching on a certain circumstance. And the comment that they made to me was, God, you're so regimented, as if this was a negative and bad thing, and as if it was impossible for them. And in that moment, I had the hugest sense of personal pride, because I have never seen myself as a regimented person. I've always been somebody who it's like, I have what I like to call shiny object syndrome, where I move in one direction or the next because something new comes up. And so for somebody to say, God, you're so regimented, it is the ultimate compliment to me, because regimen and grit and discipline are things that I don't think have come very naturally, and I've had to work really hard for. And so that would be the other thing I would say is, when people make comments like that, find the silver lining and keep moving forward. So, if you want your own team of people, create something that team of people wants to be a part of. A number of months ago, somebody was talking to me and they said, well, we should all be doing all of this together, right? We were talking about business and this kind of thing, and they were feeling particularly alone, and they said we should all be doing this all together so that we're not doing it alone. And I hear what they're saying. And yet at the same time, sometimes it is about taking the lonely path and And instead of trying to latch yourself onto what somebody else is doing and taking advantage of what they have, if the offer isn't on the table, and I certainly don't fault the ask, you should ask, because you don't know what opportunities are there. But if those opportunities don't present themselves, then yes, like the rest of us, you need to stay up till midnight or 2 in the morning every day doing things that are not just busy productive, but revenue generating productive, and or soul energizing productive, or fulfilling productive. And I know it's not all about the money, but I gotta tell you that when money comes, and I am not rich by any sense of the word, not yet, but I'm working on it. Sometimes it is actually about falling in love with money, because when you have money, you're able to do things that you couldn't before. So, and you're able to give more back, and so, I can still tell you after 5.5 years, I am not the highest paid person in my organization. For the first 4.5 years, I was the lowest paid person in my organization, which I think is very common and very typical when you're at that stage, because I couldn't grow without hiring the additional help. So take risks and put yourself out there and make something of yourself. And maybe it's time to stop watching videos while you're lying in bed, or during your lunch hour. It's always in bed though, isn't it? Aren't we always in bed? I don't know. Maybe it's time to stop doing that and actually start doing something that's fundamental in your life. So Christopher Lawrence with Change My Life Coaching. Check us out, www.changemylifecoaching.ca. You can also check us out on www.changemybusinesscoaching.ca. We launched a new brand this last week. It's super exciting. Anyway, I gotta go get ready to go to the gym. What are you gonna do today?